What's up, y'all? This is OSB. I wanted to make this video today. Today's June 6th. Two. I can't even think right now. I ain't got no sleep. Today is June 11th, 2013. I'm just gonna be talking a little bit about the E3 press conferences in respect to Microsoft and Sony so far, because for some people it's been a dark day in gaming after what they saw with the Microsoft conference. One of the main reasons why that is because Killer Instinct was announced. People were really hyped for that until they heard it was an Xbox One exclusive. Now, you know something's wrong when a game. Some people, as for home ports, after Killer Instinct there was Killer Instinct Gold, but people didn't think it was the true one because there was a lot of changes from Killer Instinct 2. So some people waited since legitimately 1994 when the original Killer Instinct was announced for the real next home port Killer Instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people have waited almost 20 years for another Killer Instinct to come out like that. And now that it's finally come out, it's on the one system that they don't want to buy for all the reasons, like having to pay used games and all that bullcrap. Online connectivity every 24 hours. There's a lot of different debates going on right now about all this, and it's a lot to take in. But one thing I'll say right now is I wouldn't overhype Killer Instinct 3 at all just yet. Because you have to realize last Killer Instinct was 1996, and that was Killer Instinct 2. You guys have to realize, you know what happens to franchises that haven't seen a game in decades, and then they finally see another game. It's like 8 times out of 10, the developers forget everything that people liked about the game. You know how the fighting industry is now. Everybody's trying to symbolize their gaming controls and the gaming experience and make everything easier. I mean, it could completely kill Killer Instinct 3 as we know it, because chances are it's not going to be the same it's not going to be the same experience we knew as children. They're going to be making it, you're probably going to see button mashers, and they're probably going to let people get away with that and make combos a lot easier. I don't even know who's really in charge of the game, but you know what happens to franchises that haven't seen a release in a long time. So, looking at the gameplay, I don't think anyone's in a position to say anything, whether the game is going to be good or not. We really just have to wait and see, because the game could turn out to be a total flop, because that's what tends to happen with some games that haven't seen any new releases in a long time. But this really sparked a lot of controversy because people really did not want to get the Xbox One. And after Sony's conference, people really did not want to get the Xbox One. And for some people, this is one of their favorite fighting games and one of their favorite fighting game franchises. They've been waiting since 1994 and 1996 for this one game to come out. Now that it's finally here, it's on the one console they don't want. So my question is, where do you draw the line? You know? Do you pick up this system you don't want so that all your friends that are going to be playing this game, you can play with them, you can enjoy the game that you've waited for since 1994 and 1996? Or do you just give up on that and go with the system you originally wanted? Seems most of the people I'm seeing right now are saying F Killer Instinct 3, you don't look good, no way. It's on that system, sorry, but I'm not going to play it. And I can't hate on them, because for real, after seeing these conferences and learning more about the systems, I'm leaning towards the PS3 too. Not PS3, PS4. If you watch Alpha Omega Sin's videos on the Xbox One and Angry Joe, and not just them, but like anybody that talks about DRM and paying to play used games, 24-hour online connectivity, always having to be on and online, and all this bullcrap that has to do with the Xbox One, to the point where you can't even play it properly, like without the Connect being on, and if it doesn't check in every 24 hours, the system won't really operate. and not being able to like just take your game with you and play it on any consoles you want. Like, all that's so much bullcrap. No one wants to deal with that. To the point where Sony's looking so much better with their console, and then on top of that, the end of the Sony conference, the price was released for that. Remember, if memory serves correct, Sony's PlayStation 4 price was $400. Xbox One is $500. Plus, you're paying to play used games, all this bull. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. So people are really torn up about this. And again, I said, you know something's wrong when the game people have been waiting for decades finally it comes up and people are upset. That's how you know something's wrong. Now people are going to have to pledge their allegiance to one side or the other, not going to be able to just enjoy the experience overall. It ticks a lot of people off. So what I want to know is, what console are y'all thinking of buying? Now I'm going to say this right now just to clarify and make it known to everybody that's watching this video. It's really too early to say what console you're going to buy. It really is. Because there's a lot of things you have to take into account. A lot of people are worried about, a lot of people, mainly Sony fanboys, are saying, oh, Xbox One is just going to have another Red Ring of Death, or problems with all this stuff that they're trying to have security so no one will hack them. They're just encouraging people to hack them. They'll get hacked eventually, all this stuff. I mean, then again, Xbox has never gotten hacked just as bad as Sony did, and it's happened to Sony twice. And then Sony online capabilities were going down at different times, and online was down, and people were getting hacked and having their accounts stolen. It was a lot of bull crap. A lot of people are skeptical of that, but really it's too early to say. We don't know if there's going to be a Red Ring of Death problem with either system. We don't know whether they're going to be getting hacked. We don't know if new features are going to be announced for the systems. We really can't say anything right now. I mean, it's just so early. So I mean, if you ask me, it's really way too early to say whether you're going to get it or not. And another problem that kind of deters gamers is where their friends are going to be. Like, a lot of the people I play online all the time with on Xbox 360, because I never had a PS3, a lot of them, to my surprise, are sticking up for Xbox like it's no thing. They're looking at the 24-hour updates, and like always online 24 hours. They're saying, oh, that's for security reasons, to make sure people aren't hacking. And paying to play used games, oh, that's just giving more power to the developers, you know, because now they have the power to choose how used game capabilities will deal with their game, so they have more power, and they're gonna enjoy that more. For Microsoft, it's more like I scratch your back, you scratch mine, because now Microsoft's gonna be getting faster downloadable content and all this stuff. You know, the Resistance developers, Insomniac. I think Insomniac also made Ratchet and Clank, I'm not sure, but they came over to Xbox. They're now making a game for Xbox. Some people saying, well, you know, Sony's selling all their buildings, they're going bankrupt. You're going to see more companies go from Sony to Xbox. Sony's actually dying. You know, you're seeing all this different stuff. And really nobody can really say what's going to happen. One of the systems can get hacked. There could be that Red Ring of Death problem. I will say now that I found out that you will be paying to play online with the PlayStation 4 now. So it's just like Xbox Live Gold, and it's the exact same price. Somebody just said on this Facebook post that, you know, I'd rather pay the $5 than whatever you pay for Xbox Live. It's $5 a month. It adds up to the exact same $60 a year as Xbox Live. So, you know, Sony's now lost that advantage. But then again, Sony's going to be releasing their system $100 cheaper, which is a big deal to a lot of people. No one's trying to pay $500 for their Xbox One. And then if they don't already have one, they have to pay $60 for the online XBLA, Xbox Live, Xbox Live. And then if they want additional controllers, so if they got some people in the house that want to play with them, they have to pay for those and headsets, and it's really a lot of money. And then on top of that, you don't even have any games yet. Then you got to go out and pay games. You could be paying like $700, $800 for this console. That's heavy money right there. And PlayStation, with their conference, just kicked them right in the nuts when they just told them that, you know, we're not gonna make you pay to play used games. They released a video that was what's it called? Like, this is how to play used games, something like that. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Official PlayStation used game instructional video. And it's like a little 22-second video, like step 1. This is how you give used games to a friend. They just give the game to them, you know? You don't have to worry about locks on the game, or you can only let like one friend install it or any of that bull crap. There's no mandatory installations the second you get the game. There's none of that, you know? And another thing that a lot of people on the Xbox 360 were trying to back up with the Xbox One, like someone was telling me that Xbox One has a feature where you could be playing the game and then someone sends you an invite from another game and you just hit accept and you're instantly in that game. Now, when I actually went and tried to find all this, as far as I could find, this was something that was only available with smart glass, meaning you have to have like a tablet or a certain phone or some other type of device in order to use that. I haven't been able to find anything that says you can do it on the console. And either way, with how much faster these new consoles are going to be and how the PS4 talks about you can turn it off and turn it on and keep playing right from there, when you look at that, is it really going to be that bad to just put in another game? Like, it might take like 1 minute. I'm not going to be that much more into buying the Xbox One over something like that, you know. I mean, you still have to take into account the price and all this other stuff. So I mean, it's a lot going on. And Xbox One's showing their controller, PS4 is showing theirs. I'm really, honestly, when I look at the controllers, I'm looking more towards the Xbox One. But then again, like I'm a fighter. I'm into fighting games, and everybody says all the big fighting games and their tournaments are all on the PS3 right now. So chances are they'll be on the PS4 because apparently Evo has like a partnership with Sony or something like that. So I'm probably gonna need a PS4 because I'm sick of having to, you know, get used to the other controller right before a tournament or something like that. But yeah, man, like for people that want to play games like Killer Instinct and things like that, there's a big problem now because people, the consoles are $400 and $500. You're not gonna see people all over YouTube saying, well, you know, I got big money, you know, I'm just go out and buy both consoles and get all the games I want. You're not gonna see that anymore. I mean, what you do see is some people just going to PC now saying F consoles, I'm done with this. And it's getting ugly, but for exclusives, you're gonna have to have the consoles. So I don't know, man, it's getting ugly, but I do want to be able to play with like some of the best times I've had on games like Battlefield and all that are the people that I play with on Xbox Live, and all of them seem to be sticking to Xbox One, saying, oh my goodness, you can accept the invite and instantly be in it on this system. Oh man, this 24-hour check-in just deters hacking. So now, you know, it's keeping my account safe, so it's actually good. You know, look how many times PS4 got hacked and all this. Xbox 360 never did, so I don't got a problem with that. And all this, like, they're playing off every con of the Xbox One like it's nothing, to the point where I feel like they're almost Xbox One fanboys. But I don't know, man. Y'all should let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments section. Get a discussion going on. I'll be happy to join and voice my opinions, because all this is pretty crazy. Because again, all this kind of sparked a dark day in gaming, because I don't remember the last time you've seen games come out like this and people were upset about it. You know, that just does not happen. But here it is. I'm seeing a link now on Facebook about Super Smash Bros. Website. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Well, no, I can't watch Nintendo's because I'll be at work today, son of a. But yeah, man, like, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what is playing the biggest factor in what console you guys are gonna be buying. Because again, like when you watch people like Alpha Omega Sin and Angry Joe and their rants on Xbox One, they talk about all the things that Microsoft's trying to do to game and making you pay for this and that, and they're saying don't let them do this. The best way to speak out is to speak with your wallets, which is very true. But where do you draw the line when you have a game you've been waiting decades to play and it's on the other console? You know, Microsoft knew they had a secret weapon with that. They knew it. That's why they're showing Killer Instinct. I thought I just saw a link somewhere. They were saying that they were actually gonna have a Killer Instinct 1 online game that was gonna be free to play. I'm seeing this on IGN, so I don't even know if that's right. I'ma just negate that. But still though, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with all this, and it is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's saying Killer Instinct is a day one digital only release on Xbox One and features, get this, one character. Jago's free to play on launch day. Everybody else will cost some money. I don't know what the heck I'm looking at right now. FIGN. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about all this. How y'all feel about it? Are y'all as ticked as everybody else about the whole Killer Instinct turnout exclusive to Microsoft? I heard that since it's only gonna be on the Xbox 360 and not a multi-plat, it's not gonna have anywhere near the kind of tournament level that games like Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Street Fighter have. So if that's true, that's automatically gonna play a big role in the competitive world and whether they want to get the game or not. Because really, I wanted to play a game like PlayStation. What do you call this? I really need to go to sleep. Really needed to play PlayStation exclusives because for real, I feel like PlayStation exclusives, every time they come out with another one, they're getting better, and Xbox Live are just staying the same. You know, everybody talks about Halo 3 and then Halo 4 and Halo Reach. Halo, I don't care what nobody says. Halo is the exact same game every time. Just like Call of Duty. There, I said it. Y'all can flame me in the comments. I don't even care. Because it comes to the point where you're doing the exact same thing. You got the same jumping, same running, same grenades, the same guns in every game. Every game has the Needler. Every game has that cyber sword, energy sword. That's what it is. Every game has that. Every game has the assault rifle. Every game has the battle rifle. Every game has that. Every time. Now they have some like almost like kill streak things where they had like little shield type thing and decoy, little, I don't even know the word for it right now, just a little decoy thing that's run now. Like, those are such small changes. They don't change the game. It's exactly the same. I'm sick of Halo, man. It's the same game. I haven't seen any big improvements. Look at the Battlefield series. Compare Battlefield 1 to Battlefield 2. Compare Battlefield to Battlefield 3. Those were huge improvements all over the board. Battlefield's got to be like one of the best current gen first-person shooters out there. You go back to Call of Duty, I give credit to Treyarch because, you know, from World at War to Black Ops and things like that, they made a lot of changes, like adding Dolphin Dive and adding the contract system. Games like One Shot, I can't remember what, I haven't played that in a long time, but there was like those little wager games that they had, and then more intuitive zombie experiences on it. They tried, I mean, they like the system because, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what Call of Duty is known for. But at least they tried. But even now, it's starting to feel like Call of Duty games are the same all the time, especially with Infinity Ward. So in Black Ops 2, I'm sorry, Black Ops 2 was horrible. Go check out my video if you don't understand. But then you come back to games like Halo. They're the exact same thing, man. I don't care what any of y'all tell me. Halo 4, Halo 3, Halo Reach, they're all the same game. They're not bad games, but they get old because they're the exact same thing you've experienced the last years. That's how I feel about that. Gears of War is good, but with every year, it's not really getting any better. It's kind of staying the same. Like, every time I hear about new Gears of War, I'm not extra hype over it, you know? It's like, this looks like what I've seen before in all the other games. I don't know, man. I always wanted to play Infamous. Wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 4 way back when that was out. You know, I wanted to play Killzone, wanted to play that. I mean, PlayStation had exclusives I wanted to play, and then they had like PlayStation Plus and how that was giving free games to people, and you got a lot of extra things in that you didn't get with XBLA. I mean, XBLA had its own things, like I think sometimes they had sales on certain games, and now they're giving you like 2 games. Xbox Live is now giving you 2 free games every month until the Xbox One release, I believe, and they're releasing them online for free. Now I heard that PlayStation 4 gives you 8 right now for every month, but I can't confirm that. I don't own one, I can't tell you that. But I mean, there's a lot of things to take into account. You know, will the system succeed or not? Will there be problems? Will there be things that need changing? You know, we've only seen like 3 different Xboxes. I remember all the Red Rings of Death, so I went through 3 Xboxes. And if this one gets another Red Ring of Death, I mean, there's no way I'm getting another one. Xbox releasing their newer look on their system. I can't remember if it's called anything else, but I don't think anyone's really gonna buy that. They don't need to. Some people say they did that because maybe they know that people aren't gonna be buying it the first day or whatever. I don't think it was really necessary, but whatever they want to do, you know, they'll do. But what I see a lot of people saying with these new consoles is that they're not gonna buy it the first day. They're gonna wait and see, which I think is the right thing to do. That's the right thing to look at. I don't like what Microsoft's doing with their companies and making you pay for this and this and that. A lot of people think differently. A lot of people back it all up, saying, you know, this is for this reason. You know, it's a good thing. It helps us in a way. And I mean, people speak with your wallets and all that, but when you see games that you really want to play that are only on one console, and you know, and also, like, what if all your friends are on that console and all your friends are playing that game and having a great time? Where do you draw the line? You know? Do you want to stay with your friends and you enjoyed playing games with them so much that you want to get the same console as them and also be able to enjoy games like Killer Instinct? Or do you believe what you want to believe and say, well, like, another thing to take into account, and I'm going off on tangents, but bear with me here. Another thing is that PS4 already has the stronger specs, right? But a lot of people said, you know, PS3 had stronger specs than Xbox Live, and then Xbox Live has such a better online. They had Xbox Live parties, which PS3 didn't have for the longest, and it was still a better system, even though the PS4 had stronger specs. You know, PS4 was getting hacked, PS3 had stronger specs, PS3 was getting hacked, and all this different stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things to take into account here, and I mean, you can't buy a system just based off stronger specs, because the truth is, games are going to look nearly exactly the same and all this stuff. Both systems are going to have sharing capabilities. I don't think that the PlayStation 4 will be able to stream instantly to Twitch, but I think it could stream instantly to some other sites or something like that. And both of them can send things to media things like Facebook and YouTube, which I will be using because I'm heavy into fighters. I always wanted to record my stuff. I just never had an HD PVR. I could never afford one. My computer is not next to my gaming console and TV, so I can't hook that all up. Dazzle and all that can't really do all that. So I can never do it. I was gonna get a laptop this summer and start posting gameplay videos, old school stuff like Primal Rage and Killer Instinct and whatnot. But I'll have to see how that goes, because college is ticking me off right now. So, you know, I'm gonna be going into college my freshman year in like 2 months. So, like, am I gonna be able to be trying to pay for this Xbox One? Yeah, it's only $100 more, and you're still paying a lot of money with the PS4. But I mean, where do you draw the line? You know, that's the question of this video. Where do you draw the line? So, for anybody that's watching, post how you feel in the comment section. Tell me what's on your guys' minds. How do you feel about all this? What systems are you guys thinking of getting? What do you think about that system is going to play the biggest role in whether you get one or the other? You know, how are you going to go about it? Because both conferences, I think, were okay. I think neither of the conferences, I think, were so strong that anyone's saying, well, I'm getting this now, I'm getting it instantly. And for real, you can't say that because it's too early. We don't know enough about the console. So much could be, new features could be revealed. Maybe Xbox sees that this competition is $100 cheaper and says, you know what, F them, we ain't going out like this, and somehow says, you know what, we're now releasing it $400. Who knows what's going to happen? Like, Microsoft probably won't because we've seen what they've done in the past, but it's so hard to say anything, you know? I want to be able to see these consoles in stores to play, like GameStop and Walmart, so I could actually feel both controllers. I heard the PS3 controllers were never good for first-person shooters because things like the left and right triggers, like that were on the Xbox 360, and PS4 has some modifications to the controller now. So I want to feel how both the controllers are. I want to be able to look up more when the systems are actually out, whether there's any problems, whether there's any incidents of hacking. I mean, the systems don't have any real games that you need to be playing on release day. There are some good games, but they're nothing that you shouldn't be able to wait for. And on top of that, the price might drop before you know it. Look what happened with the 3DS. So, what I would advise all y'all to do is just wait. You know, don't purchase anything on the day of its release. Just wait, see what it's about, see what the new games are looking like before you go out and buy an Xbox One saying, oh my gosh, I'm so hyped for Killer Instinct 3. Watch some gameplay videos, you know? Go see if one of your friends gets an Xbox One, and if you want, you could even get the game. Well, I'm not sure how all the mandatory installations are, so you might not even be able to do that with the freaking Xbox One. But if all things work, like, you could even just get the game and then go to his house, have him install it on his console, and you can maybe go over to his house to play it a few times, and you can see whether it's good or not. You know, like, just don't be going out and paying $500 on the console when you really don't know if the games are going to be all that they're hyped up to be. We know what happens with franchises that haven't seen a release in so long. People forget what makes them good. Nowadays with fighters, they're always trying to simplify the controls and make it easy for everybody, and now the game's not anything like it was. Looking at Killer Instinct 3, I was kind of hyped because it was a new Killer Instinct, but I had a bad feeling about it. I just got a bad feeling about it, like saying like it looks too cartoony, or looking at the combos and how long they are, I feel like people are going to be able to button mash, and it's just going to be a huge combo fest. And sure, you're going to be able to do combo breakers, but I just don't know if it's going to be real Killer Instinct or if it's going to be some new school simplified bullcrap. So no one could say for now. There's too much more to be revealed even after E3. No one should be instantly pledging their allegiance to Sony or Xbox. We should just keep an open mind, keep an eye out for updates. And when the systems come out, then start watching videos, then do research, look at what's the latest on the console, because a lot can change from 6 months. It's going to be 5 months because Xbox is released in November, and I don't think there's an official release date for PS4. It's just kind of the Anywhere Holiday 2013 deal. So check it out, take a look, and from there kind of gauge what your thoughts are. And you don't even have to buy it then, because there's no games that you should really be breaking your neck to play on the first day. Chill, wait for some more games to come out, just like I'm doing with the Wii U. You know, I knew I was going to get a Wii U because I wanted new Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. That's all they have to have for me to get a new Wii U. Then they got the virtual console and all that. But the thing is, they don't have those games out yet, so why would I have the console? Let's wait for the console to ease down the price, things like that, and then go from there. So that's what I advise y'all to do. Go ahead and post your ideas and comments in the comment box. Let's get a discussion going here and see what console y'all really are interested in buying. This is OSB, and I'm out.